daily affirmation, inspiration, and mindful journaling prompt. I'm reading from my book, Inner Affirmation Inspirations, which has 365 mindful prompts for your journaling. Today, we are on Inspiration 221. I appreciate the foods that make me strong. The food that you put into your body has a direct impact on your physical and mental health. By approaching the foods that make you feel strong, you create a deeper sense of gratitude for the nourishment that sustains you. When you make conscious food choices, you create a foundation for true health and vitality. You make the time to prepare and savor meals that are not only delicious, but also nutritious and energizing. You understand that food is a form of self-care, and you prioritize your health and well-being by making conscious choices about what you eat. With each bite of nourishing food, you feel more connected to your body and more in tune with your needs. And boy, ain't that true. And I say that, and maybe you haven't felt it directly. There was a time, gosh, this was years ago, where every time I was eating red meat, afterwards I felt really tired and sluggish, and I just didn't feel good. So I decided that I was going to stop eating meat of any kind. I was still eating poultry and fish, and that was fine, and I felt better. And then I was traveling, and I got a cold or something like that, and I asked for chicken noodle soup from room service. And they brought me the chicken noodle soup, and I had a little bit of it, and I immediately yacked it up. Like, nope. And in that moment, as I'm hugging the toilet, I'm like, yeah, no more poultry, no more meat, no more fish, no more nothing. I'm going to be a vegetarian. And I was for 13 years. I felt fine. I learned a lot about vegetarian nutrition and how to balance and make sure that I was getting, the right amount of protein, because that's what everybody always like. How did you get protein? Like, there's lots of foods that aren't meat that have protein in them. And I learned about all of that. And I felt really healthy and good. And then 13 years later, I got really, really, really sick. This was not a cold. I felt really, really ill. And I lost a lot of weight in a really short period of time. And then finally, after about a month or two, I started to feel better. And I decided that I was going to eat whatever appealed to me. And I remember my sister came to visit me, and we went out to dinner, and I ordered bacon. And her eyes got as big as saucers. And she was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, you know what? I'm just eating what appeals to me right now, what sounds good, and what my body feels like is telling me that it needs. And I have eaten whatever appealed to me since then. For the most part, I stick to organic or free range meat. Happy eggs from Happy Chicken, so free range chickens, things like that. I try to stick with things like buffalo because I know that they have to be free range. But that was my personal experience of paying attention to what my body was telling me. And my body was telling me at one point, like, no, no more animals. Okay. And then at one point it was like, yep, you need this again. Because we change over time and our bodies change over time. So pay attention. If you feel tired or ick after eating something, try not eating that for a while and see what happens. But know that whatever we put in our bodies directly impacts how we feel emotionally and mentally. I mean, we all have a cup of coffee in the morning, don't we? Well, maybe not everybody, but you get my point, right? If you're having a cup of coffee because you're trying to wake your butt up, well, if you're still not awake after having that cup of coffee, maybe it has something to do with what you're eating or what you ate the night before. I don't know. But just pay attention and respect this beautiful thing that we have that gets to carry us throughout the world and throughout our day, every single day of our lives. Because without this, we wouldn't be able to experience all the lovely things we get to. Your mindful journaling prompt for today: how can I include more of my favorite nutrient-dense foods? So I guess it's the end of tomato season, so there's a pile of tomatoes in my kitchen right now. I think I'm going to be having some bruschetta for the next few days. But they're fresh, they're organic, and they just taste like a little piece of sunshine when you eat them. And yeah, stick with stuff that's seasonal too and enjoy it. Have a beautiful day. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll see you tomorrow.